Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 10.
Now at 10, then and now.
It's such a full circle moment.
A former Husker who helped lead the team to the Women's College World Series in 2013, following this run closely. Why she thinks this team has what it takes to keep playing deep into June. Then the winning formula.
Fromm with a 1-2. Suarez swings and misses. Strike three.
What Husker broadcaster Nate Rohr believes the Big Red must do to keep its Women's College World Series run alive. Also tonight, the Giant returns, the world's largest operating steam locomotive making a stop in central Nebraska. Why this historic train is back on the move. And searching the ashes.
I just see smoke coming out of the main, the whole apartment, and I just smell smoke.
Firefighters digging through the remains of a Dallas apartment building after a deadly explosion. What officials say happened moments before the blast. We begin tonight, the Big Red going for the big win as we speak in the Women's College World Series. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Good to have you with us. I'm Rod Fowler. For the first time in more than a decade, Nebraska softball is back on the sport's biggest stage. They're taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks down in Oklahoma City right now. The game still going on, so let's check in with Sports Director Nate Johnson for a quick update. Nate, what do you have for us?
Hey, thank you, Rod. Let's get into this game. It's been a fun one so far. Back and forth if you guys are watching. If you haven't, let's tune into a little bit of what's went into today's game. Right now, it's at 2-2 in the fifth inning, and things have gone back and forth between these two teams. Early on, Arkansas made a stand there, scored 2 runs early on in that second inning, and Nebraska took a little bit to kind of get their feet under them. That Arkansas lead coming off a 2-run home run, but they found a groove. And in the fourth inning, Nebraska would respond. Sammy Bland picked up an RBI. Bella Bacon had an RBI, and it's tied right now, 2 apiece in that fifth inning. We're going to have another update for you coming your way, of course, in the Sports Zone. For now, the Rod will go ahead and send things back over to you.
All right, thank you, Nate. Let us know if you have an update. You know, it's been a while since Husker softball has been here in OKC playing for it all. The 2013 team was the last time the Big Red made it to the Women's College World Series. This team writing the next chapter. And we spoke with a former Husker great who sees more than a few similarities between these two teams. Channel 8's Jake Holman joins us now. He's hanging out with some fans. And Jake, who did you talk to today?
Hey, good evening, Rod. Tonight I talked with Maddie Fowler-Burkhart, whom I know you know very well. Look, she isn't just any Husker. In fact, she was the first ever Nebraska softball player to be named team captain all 4 years in Lincoln. And with her experience on the biggest stage, she says, well, it's truly been something special to see this team play this year and to make it back to that big stage.
It's such a full circle moment, and it's really special to have been on that 2013 team.
Nebraska softball competing in their first Women's College World Series since 2013. And we're hearing from one player on that roster, Maddie Fowler-Burkhart, a 4-year captain at Nebraska, which she was the first ever in the program's history. She was also named to the All-Big Ten defensive and tournament team in 2016. Fowler says watching this year's squad as a fan has truly been special.
It's been an incredible year, and it has been so fun as an alum to watch this group of homegrown Huskers take this program to new heights. So I've been such a fan of this team, and they were so close last year.
Alexis Jensen, Jordy Fromm have both been a staple in this circle for the team's success this season. And that's another common theme Fowler says she sees from her 2013 club, having 2 elite pitchers. But there are still differences from the 2 groups.
That's the difference, is this team was a ranked seed the whole way through, and they knew they had the stuff to get to the World Series, whereas we were a little bit of an underdog getting there. But, you know, one of the common threads is we had 2 tough pitchers that could take the ball at any moment and get the job done, and so does this team, and you have to have almost 2 aces to make it in the World Series.
As for tonight's game and the rest of the way, Fowler likes the Big Red's chances.
With how good they're playing, I'm not stopping at World Series. I mean, this team has the stuff to compete for a national championship.
Now, I also asked Fowler, what would she tell these group of girls how to manage this pressure, especially those that are experiencing this for the first time? Her advice: to take it all in, to soak in the moment. But when it's game time, it's just another battle. And right now, this game, I know we're all watching it closely. It's proven to be exactly that. For now, reporting live here in downtown Lincoln, Jake Holman, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you, Jake. And this Women's College World Series run has generated plenty of emotion across the state. I'm sure you would agree. And maybe nobody captured it better than the people in the broadcast booth.
The tag is not a tag. Huskers win! Huskers win! Huskers win! Huskers win!
Voice, and tonight Channel 8 finds out his keys to the game. The voice of the Huskers, Nate Rohr, sits down with us to talk about the gameplay. The Beatrice native has been a part of countless Big Red runs of glory. So what does he think is the Huskers' path to a championship? Channel 8's Danielle Da Silva had a chance to sit down with him ahead of the game.
With just 3 games to win to make national finals, Nate Rohr says they should just keep it simple and work with what has got them this far already. Like having shortstop Ava Kuzak and bringing back much of the lineup from last year. Also, having pitcher and Nebraska native Jordy Fromm lead.
They've really built a great team around Jordy Fromm, and that's vaulted Nebraska into a chance to compete for the national championship. Just let her pitch her game, be the elite pitcher on this stage that she has been so often in her career. Of course, bringing in Alexis Jensen.
He says the mentee-mentor relationship between Fromm and freshman Jensen has strengthened their endgame, but each pitcher bringing their own strengths to the field. As for what needs to happen at tonight's OKC game,
I think it's important for Nebraska to start strong early, get an early lead, have the ball in Jordy Fromm's hands, and then offensively, just take advantage of the opportunities that you get.
When asked about Coach Rhonda Ravel's influence, he says it's all about what she's allowed the girls to do.
In the past 6 to 7 years, I think Rhonda's really made it a priority to have the players lead the team. And so that keeps her leadership approach a little more fresh. And then let her finish it out and get you into the winner's bracket where you get a day off and you have some margin for error.
There's the plan.
Hope so.
Danielle Da Silva for Channel 8 News.
And make sure to scan the QR code on your screen. Download the Now Local News app for real-time updates, including the final outs of tonight's Nebraska-Arkansas matchup. Our sports guys have been doing it after every inning. And with Husker baseball opening its NCAA tournament run tomorrow night, right here, I should say tomorrow here in Lincoln, we'll have you covered with updates all throughout the men's actions. Husker baseball, of course, hoping to make it to Omaha for the World Series.
The fans who never stop showing up, for the players who never stop believing, for the state that never stopped caring. This team was built for this.
That's narrated by Husker legend and lifelong Royal Alex Gordon. The video is already firing up Husker Nation ahead of tomorrow's regional opener. Now the only question left, will the weather here in Lincoln tomorrow be as ready as the fans? Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins for that answer. Rusty.
I just got off the phone with Mother Nature, and she can't promise us anything, but she's going to try. What we're going to be doing tomorrow is kind of trying to avoid those spot showers and thunderstorms that kind of want to pop up as we head through the afternoon hours. Before that, though, there's rain out there now. That will linger through the first half of the day, but the first pitch is in the afternoon, so we'll see. But storms are possible each day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's just that time of year, so it's going to be a possibility. 70s on Friday and Saturday, and a high around 80 on Sunday, with, again, those scattered showers and thunderstorms possible. Shones Roofing looking at 6th and Perkins. The road is wet, but it has stopped raining for now. We'll take a look at where the rainfall is at right now. It is all coming at us from the south, and much needed. I mean, there's areas that really need that rainfall. And we just had another swath move through the capital city towards Seward, and there's still some out there. So we're not done yet. This is going to linger into at least the first half of the day tomorrow, and much needed precipitation. So I don't want to talk bad about the rainfall. We definitely need it. 60s for temperatures just about everybody. and that wind is lightening up a little bit at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Precipitation chances are out there all the way through the first half of the day. More on that and how much rain and how long it's going to last in a few minutes.
Thank you, Rusty. New details tonight. A crash on a Kearney overpass has turned deadly. A pickup collided with a semi on the MN overpass earlier this evening. The driver of the pickup died at the scene. Police have not released the victim's name as they continue notifying family members and working to determine what exactly caused the crash. We're learning tonight the U.S. and Iran might be close to reaching a tentative deal. It would extend the ceasefire and slowly reopen the Strait of Hormuz. But as of tonight, both Iran's supreme leader and President Trump have not signed off on it. According to U.S. officials, the president has been briefed on a draft agreement that would keep the current ceasefire going and result in the reopening of the strait over the course of 60 days. In turn, the U.S. would pull back on its naval blockade on Iranian ports, buying time to negotiate an end to the war.
There are a couple of issues on the nuclear stuff, the highly enriched stockpile, and also the question of enrichment. So, we're going back and forth with them.
The tentative agreement does not address Iran's nuclear program, the central issue in this war. Breaking now, a Blue Origin rocket explodes on the launch pad tonight at the Cape Canaveral Space Station. Let's take a look at this video. The 320-foot rocket was undergoing an engine hot fire test tonight. It's for an upcoming launch of 48 Amazon broadband satellites into low Earth orbit. A target launch date for that had not yet been announced. Blue Origin says all personnel have been accounted for. We will provide updates as we learn more. Coming up after the break, full steam ahead, Union Pacific's Big Boy making a stop at Grand Island, why the world's largest operating steam locomotive is rolling across America this summer.
Scattered showers and a couple of isolated thunderstorms out there this evening that will linger at least through the first half of the day tomorrow, possibly into the afternoon. The forecast when we come back.
Crews are searching for victims after a deadly apartment fire in Dallas. I want to show you this, a massive explosion, and then this. This is what crews faced in Dallas today. Thick black smoke, a collapsing building, and a fire so large it could be seen for miles. Officials say there are fatalities, with many people missing right now.
and I ran over here because I had my little cat is in there, and everything I own of mine and my kids is in there.
Firefighters rushed to the scene after reports of a gas leak, but officials say an explosion happened before crews could get there. The blast leveled much of the building, sent thick black smoke over the city, and injured at least 4 people. Survivors described a chaotic escape as the apartment shook around them.
The commotion was everywhere because the whole apartment was shaking, but the explosion felt like it came from like coming upstairs or somewhere around there. And as soon as I exit, I just see smoke coming out of like the main, like the whole apartment, and I just smell smoke. And I'm trying to call my mom because she was also at work, so I was only alone with my sister and my dog in the apartment.
Officials have not said how many people are still unaccounted for as crews continue searching through the rubble and work to determine what caused the explosion. Well, in lighter news now, a piece of railroad history rolling through central Nebraska as the state gets ready to ramp up its celebration for America's 250th birthday. Hundreds gathered in Grand Island to see Union Pacific's Big Boy. It's the world's largest operating steam locomotive as it continues a cross-country tour. That's Mayor Roger Steele of Grand Island. Look at him. He's having a little fun there, blowing the locomotive's whistle. The historic train made a stop in Grand Island this afternoon as it travels from the West Coast out to the East Coast as part of a tour celebrating the 250th anniversary of America. The massive steam locomotive is expected to make several stops here in Nebraska. Not Lincoln, but make many stops throughout the rest of the week. And in Kearney, they're looking for volunteers for their America 250 Buffalo County celebration. They say they're looking for anyone that can either lend a little hand while they're at the event or be there for the entire thing. They're hoping to create a fun, memorable, patriotic event for the community. Well, new at 10, Nebraska's primary election results are one step away from becoming official. The Nebraska Board of State Canvassers will meet June 8th to certify the results of the 2026 primary election. The process comes after county election officials spent the last few weeks verifying ballots and preparing final results. Officials say no automatic recounts are expected in any statewide race at this time.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
Pretty normal day out there, temperature-wise anyway. Precipitation, we did see some, so this 0 will eventually change when the official numbers are updated, but we need some. We're behind schedule here. Well, for the year, we're really behind schedule, but for the month of May, we're about a ½ an inch below where we should be. That may change. I mean, look at the roads. Look at that, wet streets. Gotta love that. ABC Seamless at 48th and Cornhusker Highway. It's nice to get some rainfall, isn't it? We definitely need some, and we're going to get some. Now, we've got a ways to go to get rid of this, and especially these very dark red areas there. That's your exceptional drought. It doesn't get any worse. That's as bad as it gets. And then the extreme drought has been kind of spreading, and then that's just leading the way to more exceptional drought. So we need to stop this now, and the only way we can do that is to get some rain. This is where we're at now, a little bit better. We did take a swipe away from southwestern Nebraska from the extremes, so it helps. We just need to get more rain. It's a simple solution. Temperatures right now are in the 60s for almost everybody. Hanging on to the 70s here from Nebraska City, Omaha to Norfolk, 70 in Falls City, 71 in Nebraska City, still 76 in Omaha, but almost 10 degrees cooler in Lincoln, 68 degrees in York, and some lower 60s off towards Kearney at 62. Dew point, a little high. And I noticed it a little bit today. I know my wife noticed it too. She's like, is it humid out here all of a sudden? And it kind of was. And now our dew points are in the 60s, so yeah, it's a lot more humid now. South wind or east wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and that about does it for everybody. Precipitation-wise, though, this is the fun part, and I'm going to stick on this for a little bit because it's a sight for sore eyes. We definitely need this, and there's no severe weather with this. There's no lightning with this. This is just a good old-fashioned rainfall, which I don't even know what to do with myself right now with this information. But light to moderate rain trying to push through Lancaster and Seward counties here, a little further north towards Butler and Polk counties. And then kind of a break here and there. Zooming out just a little bit, I'll show you where all this is coming from. We've tapped the Gulf. Yeah, and we're kind of stuck. There's high pressure way over here. There's high pressure way over here. And we're in the middle, so this doesn't want to go anywhere. So it's going to do what it can with the moisture it has. It'll probably linger until at least the first half of the day tomorrow, possibly into the afternoon, but scattered showers, a welcome sight, that's for sure. So here's what Stormcast has for us. So scattered showers lingering. This is 6 a.m., maybe a rumble of thunder every now and then. Kind of takes a break here, but by the afternoon, heating of the day, we may see some pop-up showers and isolated thunderstorms. So if you have outdoor plans like a baseball game or something, probably need to keep a very close eye on that. Then it should fizzle out by sunset, but it tries to come back as we head through the late evening hours and into the overnight. Not quite here yet, but it will try to come back early on Saturday. How much rain are we talking about? Not bad. If this can come to fruition, that would be a solid chunk of moisture. And then Saturday, mostly in northwestern Nebraska, slight risk for severe weather. That could spread as far east as maybe Columbus and Beatrice. I think it'd be closer to Grand Island late Saturday night. Something we'll keep an eye on that. Showers have moved in already. Spotty thunderstorms every now and then. Middle 60s, lower 60s, even some 50s off to the west. Scattered storms, a little cooler, 75 degrees. That southeast wind at 10 to 20. Middle 70s for everybody tomorrow, so kind of a cool-ish day. 78 on Saturday, and then 80s every day after that. Many chances for rain, and so I know that with all the outdoor plans, that's probably not what you want to see, but we definitely need the rain. So hopefully if you need the rain, you see the rain. If you don't need the rain, well, hopefully you don't see the rain. That never happens that way, though. Weather trivia. May 29th, that's tomorrow, is the latest Lincoln has ever seen 32 degrees. That was back in 1947. What's the coldest June day on record for Lincoln? 39, 45, 50, or 55 degrees? The coldest, like the low temperature. What's the record low?
Nate's out here with me. You know, it could have been June 1st.
Yep.
I'm going to go 39.
I'm also going to go 39.
It is 39. It was June 8th, actually.
Wow.
So, but a good guess. It was early June back in 1978.
All right. Thank you so much, Rusty. We're going to head into the Sports Zone next. Nate, the big game going on right now in OKC.
Yeah, it's in the seventh inning right now. Tie ball game. We'll have an update on that, though. Coming up next, exciting night tonight. We'll have the latest in a bit.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Greens Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with Sports Director Nate Johnson. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Well, hey, what's going on? Thanks so much for tuning into the Sports Zone this evening. It's game day for Nebraska softball. The Huskers taking on Arkansas right now down in Oklahoma City, a battle between two teams that match up well against one another. It's been that way all night long. Let's get into kind of where we're at in this game. Right now it's 2-2 in the 7th inning. Arkansas took a 2-0 lead in the 2nd off of a 2-run home run. In the 4th inning, Nebraska responded. Sammy Bland came up clutch with an RBI. Bella Bacon also with a nice shot to make an RBI there. And so that's where we're at here, 2-2 tie ball game in the 7th inning. And we'll have an update on this game on our Now Local News app as it comes to a conclusion. Let's keep things on the diamond, though, the baseball side of it. However, the Huskers preparing to host their first regional since 2008. The team taking the field today for open practice before tomorrow's action with South Dakota State. And the Huskers will be throwing their ace, Carson Yasa, tomorrow. Coach Bolt spoke about that pivotal decision.
Well, about a month ago, we kind of shuffled our rotation to make sure Carson was taking the ball on Friday to prepare for game 1 of a regional. And, you know, he's been our most consistent pitcher all year long. And, you know, we feel like he gives us the best chance to set the tone for the weekend. You know, we feel like sending Yasa out there is the only option. I mean, it's not that there weren't conversations necessarily, but at the end of the day, respect your opponent. I mean, South Dakota State's coming to beat us tomorrow. And so our best bet, in our opinion, to win the game tomorrow is to throw Carson Yasa.
And he will take the bump tomorrow versus the Jackrabbits. Should be a good one, 3 p.m. pitch. And let's talk some volleyball. 2026 schedule is officially here, and the start of that schedule is something. The Huskers start in Arlington, Texas, for the Spikes Under the Lights exhibition event, and then head to Las Vegas for the Players Era Showcase before hitting the road to South Dakota. Then Chicago to play DePaul, then Wrigley Field after that before finally coming home for the Emeritus Players Challenge. Talk about a road tour for Big Red, and a fitting way to start this final season for the senior class. And Nebraska gets out of a jam there. A little update for you guys. Still 2-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning, so Nebraska will have a chance to walk off tonight. We'll see if that happens. Updates coming your way in the Now Local News app. For now, the Rod will send things back over to you.
All right, thank you, Nate, for the updates. We'll be back with a final check of the forecast next.
Scattered showers continuing in the capital city, and a little bit of a break between Crete and Beatrice there. It will fill back in. Some heavier rain trying to move into Fairbury, Hebron, Tobias, towards York and Grand Island. Much needed. Everybody needs the rain. Not the western half of the state not seen as much, but the potential is there as we head through the overnight. Crossing my fingers that actually gets further west. Temperatures right now are in the 60s for just about all of us. Early tomorrow morning, 50s and 60s. Highs tomorrow, a little cooler, lower and middle 70s, with that chance for rain on and off throughout the day.
All right, thank you, Rusty, and thank you so much for joining us. Andrew in Houston will be here starting at 5 a.m. Jimmy Kimmel's up next. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.
Come see us at our new South Point location. Locally owned, comfort-made mattress factory, handcrafted, built right here, and backed with a lifetime comfort guarantee.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.